one father, the center member, student, there's the girl's father, Ong Men Chue. Ong Men Chue. Wang Meng Shui just died in the hospital now. Yesterday, she asked to pray. My father was very, very sick. So now he died in the hospital now. So everyone, please pray. Wang Meng Chi. CHNEAH. Wang Meng Chi. So, due to all the past, present, future, married to collected by material, married to collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas. May the Father Ong Meng Chi, who just died in hospital, may he never be reborn in the lower realms, in the hell and grubs, animals. So, may he never be born in the lower realm forever, and then may he immediately get reborn in the Pure Land, where he become enlightened. Pure Land, where he become enlightened, where he become enlightened, enlightened, and at least he received perfect human birth, and meet the minor teaching, and perfectly qualified minor guru who reveals the unmistaken path to enlightenment. And by most pleasing the holy mind, the virtual friend, may he achieve full enlightenment as quick as possible. So, from Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, beams imitate, imitate, and purify him. Wang Meng Cheng, Wang Meng Chine. So purify, because totally purified all his negative karma collected from beginners to birth. So do that, and then receive the realization, all paths to enlightenment, and then he become. Then he become Guru Shakyamuni Buddha. You can think of that, okay? Yeah, please pray this. Yeah. So we recite Buddha's name mantra. Lama Tomba Jumdende, Dejin Shabanda, Jamba Yang, Daba Zave Sanjema, Banjawa Shaja Tuvala Cha, Talo Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone Zo. Lama Tomba Jumdende, Dejin Shabanda, Jamba Yang, Save Sanjeba, Jawa Shaja Tuvala Cha, Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone Zo. Lama Tomba Jumdende, Dejin Shabada, Yang Daba Save Sanjeba, Jawa Tuvala Cha, Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone Yesu. Lama Tomba Jumdende, Dejin Shabada, Yang Daba Save Sanjeba, Jawa Shaja Tuvala Cha, Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone Yesu. Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone. So, next beam say meditate to yourself to all sentient beings and purify all of that. And then particular hymn, and the Om Meng Chinne. Taya Tao, Mone Mone Ma Mone Yesu. 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 Taya Tao, Mone Tayada Oma Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Oma Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Oma Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Oma Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Om 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 Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Om Mune Mune 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 Ma Muna Yeso Om Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Om Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Om Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso Tayada Om Mune Mune Ma Muna Yeso So then totally purified all the negative karmas, obscuration, collection from beginningless rebirth up to now become totally purified. And then he achieved all the qualities, Buddha, and became Buddha, enlightened Buddha. As well as numberless helplings, numberless angels, numberless animals, numberless human beings who are in the state, all purified, they all become Buddha, and yourself also become Buddha, enlightened. Do it together. Gundam Bava Mozo Mendo Duda Jajan Done Romo Zenyan Danyan Zoje Jen Kala Jebe Nezu Jivo Samo Zama Damde Zama Dan Eji Zoya Chota Zama Dan Nida Gina Lama Nanda Jazezu Yo je gange nandra jame chawara tondra dunju tanye toma riba poye paje gun se jing do de ngondro zabe do the dedication the 3 times to collect by me, 3 times to collect by numbers and the numbers put us. So, in the dream you are dedicating, in the dream. In the dream you are dedicating, you are recognizing, you're recognizing in the dream you are dedicating marriage. You're dreaming, you are dedicating marriage. So understanding is not true. But appear real, but it's not true. Nyon dia ni da da lama tuan tuju nem do ma re ba je za la ga ba yo. So he their father he left tonight now in the hospital. So then then next so we also have to go from this world in the time. So I guess for him, even one person praying like this for him, correct prayer. Praying, people in the world pray all kinds of things, but correct prayer is important. So even one person praying correctly is very fortunate. For example, the person dying is yourself. Yourself just now stop breath. Yourself in the hospital or in the home order, stop breath right now. And not right now, you're facing to the intermediate stage or next life. Yeah. So how it is. Of course, no person going to Pure Land or higher birth. But what about goes to lower realm? Can't imagine that. As I mentioned, biggest suffering for eons for such incredible length of time. So it is huge, unbelievable, huge something which something which, generally speaking, somebody who knows, yes, but it's something which you don't know is happening. which never expected. It's happening. Biggest, so whatever, biggest fear or whatever, terrified, most terrified, biggest fear, whatever. So in his case, we all prayed. In the case we as many as we are here, many people prayed to him. So, and I guess in that case, sort of lucky or sort of many people here prayed for him. So, correct prayer. So he's lucky about that. So can help that can help for him for purification and So Buddha, we pray to Buddha. So Buddha knows as we are just relying Buddha to help him. So Buddha's omniscient mind see all the past phenomena directly, at the same time seeing all the present phenomena directly, at the same time seeing all the future phenomena directly, and at the same time can read the mind of numberless sentient beings. Can read the mind of numberless sentient beings directly, without mixed up. So every subtle karma of the sentient being can see without mixed up. So we're relying upon Buddha, we're taking refuge in Buddha to help him, so Buddha see that. So, as there's 4 reasons, worthwhile object to take refuge, so Buddha will definitely help him. To guide him, so that's okay. Yeah. So, page 70. Yeah. So I'm going to the preparation. So the story is very long, so sorry, do not finish. Very long, the famous mob, first things famous was because there's a lineage come from that famous mob, you know. So now there are many stories about Tribune Dajarwa, Serache, and all that. So anyway, no time to preparation, otherwise no sleep. Then everybody tomorrow have to go to hospital. So anyway, just as I start from Amitabha, you see, you understand the evolution from Amitabha. So they manifested, you see. So, this extremely powerful deity, particular for controlling. So ultimately it's to control your mind, gross mind and subtle mind. So use in the path to enlightenment, such as the clear light, versa, or the transcendental wisdom, bliss, mindness, all these. So you can develop that by controlling mind. So if you control the mind, then you can control everything. Everything. So, to work for sentient being teaching Buddha, so control over the Dharma, the realization that you have, and also then control over the sentient beings whom you sentient beings to benefit. So you can't control, then can't benefit. So then control and benefit, and so like that. So you can bring the sentient beings in the correct way to full enlightenment, Buddhahood. So they listen what you say, what you think, and they're in the right path. So they're in the right path, not wrong path, the right path, and then you'll bring them to full enlightenment. Then also for yourself to practice Dharma for sentient being, then all the needs to work for sentient being, to teaching Buddha, and even yourself to develop the mind to practice Dharma, all the needs, to receive all the needs, all that. So, could that. So His Holiness says many times. He said for Tibet, affected for the cause of Tibet. So he is definitely affected with the cause of Tibet by doing the High Puja. More secret Haiga Puja. There's secret Haiga, Tanden Sangdu, then this one, Tanden Yang Sang. Most secret Haiga. So that. So I received the first initiation comes to Sina, I think, from His Holiness and Sarah. Then received from the Mongolian Lama Geshe Senger Rinpoche. I received several times. Most secret Haikyava initiation. This stage is very powerful, very effective. If you, from the heart, if you rely upon the deity, 100%, then you are able to pacify the obstacles, pacify the obstacles. Then even also the spiritual harms, the naga harms, the animal realm, Naga hams. Then the country, Naga landlord or so this Pema Sambhava said, nowadays when the time degenerates, then this time then so much Naga harm, cancer is from Naga harm condition. The main thing is your bad karma from past, negative karma. Samaya, so forth in the past. Negative karma, that's the main cause. So if the negative karma, the main cause, you see, some people are even operating, the cancer, the cells, cancer cells, but then later cancer comes back again. So some people 3 times, so like that, again. So when the karma is strong, not purified, is like that. Operation just condition. So Pema Sambhava advised when the time gets degenerated, especially Naga harms, and then maybe the landlord, Odin. So very important to practice Haikiwa, Pema Sambhava advice. Now there's so many those harms, the danger to receive. So therefore, very important to practice more serious Haikiwa, he advised. The Kasure, definitely 100% very powerful. When there's an obstacle to rely on with your whole heart, rely on most Haikiwa. In reality, there's no Haikiwa. Without Guru, there's no Haikiwa. The Kasure. Direct introduction, direct actually showing that is done. For example, there is no Haikiwa other than his owners, other than Guru. For example, his owners. So like that. That's the way to understand. Then Lama, Lama said, considering all the past, present, future Buddhas. The Lama did retreat to Shida. So spent in Indian is money, but in the Indian is maybe not much Indian equivalent. It's $, but it's Indian for people, money a lot. $1,000 was spent to prepare for the retreat to see that. And Lama did. And so during the fire puja, so during the retreat, I was making the talk for Lama's retreat, one talk in the bowl, and Bottlin. Well, Bottlin was not filled by me, but I had to bring in the retreat house. So every Bottlin from very beginning, because Lama is a not ordinary being. Even common people's view, but is not that Lama should it's like this. Many people think Lama is a business person. Many Tibetan people, some people think a business person. Then, you see, when the Lamas with children, they behave like children. Complete. And depending on who comes, manifest according to that. So generally, Sarah Gatan Jebung, how it is known as learned, and then many people who know Lama is compassionate. Learned and compassionate nature. Compassionate nature, so everybody like to see, like to talk, very makes everybody happy. So Lama makes everybody, happy. Or even when he debate in the Baksa, so which was concentration camp, that when India was under British control, so many people got killed there. And there were the Mahatma Gandhiji prison there. But then nuns from, from Tibet or some state in that, and they became nunnery. And then they built a new house for nunnery in Baksa. So then a representative of his owners stayed there, who taught me the Tibetan writing, not the Ujjain, not big letter, the other small one. Just described one or two times or that he stated that. But outside look, barbed wires, everything not change. But inside person, not in the person, not in the prison, but only the difference. But outside not change. Then Mahatma Gandhi, Prime Minister Nehru, president in the Gomba, not in the prison in the Gomba. That's nice prison in Gomba. So it was a prison where Sarah Me and Sarah Che, where the monks sleep. Where the monks sleep, some in the monk, I don't know, 40, 60, I don't know, 50, outside, inside. Oh, like bed, oh, that's it, bed. Oh, and then also outside, not wide like this, on the outside, the Baranti, or there's two beds. Oh, of the drawer, too bad, in that little space. After that, it's Geshelton, Lama is a teacher, my teacher. So then the barbed wires, barbed wires, torn, wires all covered. Then the ditch, starting like that. Also the education, then they have, then because I had a name, Rinpoche or something, so then I was put on the Geshe on the bed during the teaching. So the first time, see Geshe. So I was carrying just a name, dry name, just Rinpoche. So then down below, this bed lined up. So there's a Lama the down below this side. Better, a huge pile of text, piled up. Then looking very devoted to Geshe Rabden. It's one of his guru. So like that, before I took Dharma connection from Lama see like that. So like that. So not for many years, not for several years. There was another teacher after Geshe Rabden, because Geshe Rabden had many disciples. So he was so busy teaching Vinaya, high class, lower class, in the middle class. So there was another teacher, Genyeshi, before Lama Yeshe, the Genyeshi. He's also like that, but different, but like that. Young, kind of very joyful, very good in debating, very intelligent, but very very humorous. Genyeshi, it's Dyokamba. So at that time we didn't have text. So I know Tibetan letter from my side, my own Tibetan letter, not learned from somebody, but I write, then he tell 17 is man cause effect, that meditation. The later Lama Tsongkhapa, the meditation, Guru Yoga, Sampatra, and so there's then about 25 absorptions during the death. They how to mention Dharmakaya, how to, I think probably he may have taught 3 kayas in Sarnath. That was in Sarnath. Anyway, so he left, so he didn't stay back, so he left he would like to live wandering life, renounced life, ascetic life. So he didn't stay back, so he stayed up there, put in his house, way up there, and then he left Bombay. I saw that, then he passed away. So, very joyful, very joyful. So, what's that? I forgot now. I forgot where I was talking this. Huh? Huh? What? Oh, no, not that. What did you say? I didn't hear. Huh? What did you say? Huh? Doing tea. Huh? But before that? Oh yeah, okay. So, so every time Badaland, But even from very beginning, but this has mentioned. So Lama, people don't see as a meditator like this. You don't see kind of always kind of like sitting like this or something. You don't see much. Lamas, after lunch, maybe half hour, something like that, Lama, the Kachari, lay down, rest, lay down, there's some cloth on the top. So, but you see, one half hour, something. But that's a meditation session. You see, what it's called is resting for heart. What the doctor says is the heart is that what the doctor say. One lady who is able to read hand or some kind of clairvoyance. She said in America when I went to America first time, when we went America first time, she predicted. She didn't say Lama or Lama is was there, but Lama was there, but she didn't say Lama. I think. She said, we asked her, and she mentioned that Lama uses his heart. He uses this for practice, meditation. And she said, Lama writes on death. Instead of death, write on Lama. Lama writes on death. So means if you are riding on the horse, so means dealing means you like that you control that. You riding over that means you control that. She said. And she said, what he says, something kind of correct. So anyway, so this 1 hour or half hour laying down after lunch, what is called taking rest. But it's all meditation. Lama's meditation is about laying down. Nighttime, laying down, and daytime, laying down. What is shown to the people is taking rest for health, like common people. But actually, it's a meditation session, the highest tantra meditation session, not Sutra, Lamrim, three principles, not that. It's good. Even from Tibet, that's already actualized, Lama said. I think he said he actualized emptiness when he was in Tibet debating in Chora. From Tibet a long time ago. So even common people, it's not known to many people. I'm talking about Tibetan. So that's kind of business, Lama, good business or something like that. Of course, learned yes. Who knows Lama? There's compassion. But what appears to so Lama is like that. Whomever he associates in sort of that time, then those people sort of manifest. Like. So, however, meditation is the clear light, the highest tantra completion stage. There are five stages. Clear light. There's a Rimna sound, elaborate teachings composed by, written by Lama Tsongkhapa. All that, those clear light. Clear light, for example, clear light meaning the subtle wisdom, extremely subtle wisdom, directly perceiving emptiness, all those transcendental wisdom and under bliss points, all those. These are meditation. During sleep, during Lama's sleep, it's a meditation session. Even the dreams are meditation session. Even the dream is used in meditation. So in the daytime, there's laying down, taking rest. That's meditation session, also like that. So not really showing, I'm back to Dharma, or kind of showing, not like that. People would know. If you don't know Lama, people would know, would know what Lama is, practicing Dharma is it's like, in the ground, there's gold, and then covered by kaka. So, maybe that's not a good example, but on the cover of something else, like that. So making the life really, making life even the common pure view, doesn't making the life so best use, most beneficial. So like that, and in the talk in the cities, one time in Sydney, somebody Tibetan man arranged to talk, many people. So it's so I should see as Buddha, but you see, unfortunately not should see Buddha, but even during the talk, must be high Bodhisattva. Those one Bhumi, second Bhumi, third Bhumi, fourth, eighth Bhumi, ninth Bhumi, high Bodhisattva, so like that. During the talk, so 1.5 hours, something like that, with question answer, half hour question answer, something like that. So Lama's talk is not kind of like a text, like the Lamrim text, like set it up, not like that. It's, you see, in the audience, there are doctors, there are, the educated one, there are uneducated one, there are all kinds of different people. So Lama's talk is a liberate something here, liberate something here, liberate something here, liberate something here. It's like that. So at the end, everybody gets something. When they go back to home, normally the students, their feet doesn't touch on the ground when they go back to home. It's the expression of the happiness mind. So everyone got something in their life when they go back to home, or something like that. So it's so it was very happy. So it was those very, 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 very early times, when we go to West. Very, very probably. America, not the first time, there was another Lama there, but Australia maybe the first time. So Australia, perhaps, I don't know the other country, but Australia is one country, we were the first time there. all like that. Sorry. So, very good idea, because it's early times. And the very first question what they ask, during those times, the very first question the publicly what they ask is, do you know Losang Ramba? Do you know Losang Ramba? But nowadays I don't hear Losang Ramba, but during those times, many people question about Losang Ramba. There's a book written by him, talking about he opened third eye here, or something. Then he was able to go to Tibet without body. So astral trip or something. Things like that. So people were very interested. I don't know this of the karma. So many people know about Losang Ramba, and they read this book. That's quite amazing. I mean, what the karma is. Yeah, so that's the first question normally during those times. People will ask me, what do you think? Like that. And so really amazing. So it was a very good example around that time. People talk about Lamism, this, like that. You see, Buddhism, they don't know Lamism, but original tourist in Tibet, wrote things. And so anyway, it was a very good example of Tibetan Lama, the public, to know the person is intelligent, person is full of compassion and full of wisdom. So that's so important. That's so important. That recognition, what the Tibetan Lama is. So it's so important for the first introduction of Buddhism, the Lama, to really something which they respect, like, inspire. So it's very, very important. Very, very important. But I must say, I'm the total opposite. So after I teach, after 5 minutes, they get up. They leave. So I talk from the lunch room, and in 5 minutes, they get up and leave. So like that, because they can't, they don't understand, they can't make connection to the subject, so like that. So what is the Buddha? So this second time coming back. So the Buddha, always there's a lotus shape. The Buddha, from the beginning of the retreat, always the shape of the Buddha, shape of the lotus, lotus, like this, lotus shape, round, always. So that's a very good sign. Because the deity is holding lotus, the deity is holding flower in the right hand. Like that there, all the time. That's a very, very good sign. Because in the common view, also that, meditate, realization, clear light, extremely subtle mind. Mind is gross, subtle mind, extremely subtle mind. Same thing, the gross body, subtle body, extremely subtle body. So all those are used for attaining enlightenment. in the ordinary view. Yeah, that's. Then I think in night time, there's no darkness. The light is not on, not like me, light is not on. But without light, normally darkness. But there's no darkness in the, when Lama was doing the retreat, there was some kind of light in the room. Not light, something shaped like, no light, there was something light in the room. Like that, that's not that's some sign of the retreat. Positive sign. Then Lama did not say completely, but he said something came one time through the roof. He didn't say who, didn't try to a little bit hide. So came inside, and I don't know whether the deity or what. So then scented smells and all these things happened. Then the fire puja was done to Shida and Dhammasala. Who helped is the old Unze of the Namjal monastery, his own monastery. I think he was supposed to be incarnate Lama. Also, I heard. So he helped. He came. He drew, and he drew and put kala and for the fire puja, and he led the puja. So during that time, Lama said later, after fire puja, later, that same day or day after, he saw the space red. He saw the, during the fire puja, space all red is the kind of a sign of Haikiwa, most secret Haikiwa, the controlling sign. So Lama said, he told me that since he did fire puja, then everything what he thought it succeed. Everything what he thought succeed. So like that. So then Lama told me to advise to do every year retreat of the monastery Haikiwa. But sometimes I think my number, maybe sometimes some of the retreat, maybe the number, maybe some mistakes. So I don't know now. From Tushita, that was the first time, then Tushita Dhammasala, then every year try to do then. What year that was? Do you know? Tushita, I don't know. Maybe 25 years? 30 years as well. Charter spokesman every year, but sometimes I make mistakes in the numbers. So after I did the first one, it was very inspiring. So I wanted to receive, I read the commentaries and received. There's one initiation, so yeah, in Tibet. So I was told, so I wanted to receive all the teachings of Haikawama. So the Kedzang Rinpoche, whose past life, went to check, put in his own Dalai Lama at Emdo, past life, being disguised as a beggar to his son's house to check the incarnation. So told me that in Tibet we have one great man, great guru, so then you should take all the teachings from him. So yeah, so I went in Tibet and no, I met him Buddha for Galata initiation, for Galata initiation from his own. But I spent a few days checking whether to follow Guru or not. Every few days checking. That time I used paper to roll. So I did many. That's why Senator Abbott, the Geshe-Losang. That time he was an abbot for quite a number of years. He was an abbot. So he's the main teacher here. The abbot of a Gabon monastery, Geshe-Chuni, met knowledgeable, and many of the Gabon monks knowledgeable as Geshe-Losang. And then the other one is President Chengdu Treasurer. The one, the Geshe-Losang passed away already. So he came and he said, "Oh, let's go." Then we went. When I saw Geshe Senger Rinpoche in the tent, not in the hotel, in the tent, many people, when the monks were tent and so. But when I see, looks like I've seen before. Looks like already I've met before, Miss past lives or something. He does observation. If you ask question, the Bodhisattva book, in the Bodhisattva book, he'll read, he'll open, then read, then he read few words. Or then he says, yes, good, or no good, some whatever. But read, he uses Bodhisattva to read for observation. Yeah, then we request to give teachings. I think we do 3 months teachings, 3 months or 2 months. 3 volumes by Kagya Tamse Dorje, Mongolian Lama, great Mongolian, commentary of the hike, Mosika Haikewa, and then the Kasure, 2 volumes by 50 Dalai Lama. So all he gave the Lung and some commentaries. Lung, there were several initiations. Haikewa I have received a few times from Geshe Senger, but all like that. So it's a deity that shows signs what you are. If you don't abide Samaya, it's immediately shows signs and like that. Oh, like a very powerful deity, very effective. So however, need that to benefit for sentient being, to benefit for difficult sentient beings and the difficult subject of mind, and so work for anyway to preserve Dharma, to spread Dharma. You need there's some more secret Haikewa that yeah. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Yeah, then that now getting late, so so I thought to read Calling Guru from far as a motivation, but that would take time, so maybe I have to stop after that. So, then, because yeah, then this one time, I have received email report. That was extremely was impossible. It happened, and the mid Dharma was impossible. It happened, mid Dharma, Buddha Dharma, and then of course no question is even more rare Mahayana teaching than because of the Dharma, Four Noble Truths. Then Mahayana teaching without. Then Mahayana Tantra, Mahayana teaching Sutra, more rare Mahayana Tantra. Then High Tantra, even more rare. So then perfectly qualified Mahayana Guru, revealing the unmistakable path to enlightenment was impossible, I meant. It's like he's on the Dharma. That doesn't include me. That doesn't include me, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse teacher. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. I'm talking like that children, but you get the sense of great, wow. Messages to what you have met, those great. Okay, so it's impossible to meet in the matter. So this time, if you don't make it to achieve full enlightenment, Buddhahood, then we again have to experience samsara without end. Oceans of samsara suffering, oceans of hell, hunger was animal, human beings, all their sufferings. Again, endless, again, besides beginningless. Oh, that's so important. That is so important to think that, to remember that. Yeah, so yeah, that is then to not be by relying on Buddha Dhamma, Guru Dhamma Sangha has power, has quality. Marcellus means to be free from. Not only order from samsara. To achieve liberation from ocean samsara is not enough. And then you see, all my past, present, future happiness come from received from every single sentence. And they've been my mother from beginner's birth, kind forwards from beginner's birth to me. And so during this time, particularly, they've been mother being kind to me. So create so they don't know Dharma. Generally speaking, they don't know Dharma. They have no Dharma. They don't know Dharma. they don't know karma, they don't know mind. So create so much negative karma. Wow. As David, my mother can't help, giving the body, kindness giving body and protect my life from hundreds of danger, and then being hardship for me and giving education, whatever. They create so much negative karma. For example, when you're born chicks, mother bird goes away, look for worms, and so all day long goes away, find worms, and then have dead, have not dead, whatever. Then bring in the feet in the chicks, beat, open big beat, chicks beat, and then put it in the mouth. Then collect here, so that so much negative karma, so much to take care of you. They create so unbelievable negative karma. So it's also human being. The motivation is not dharma. Attachment, total attachment to this life. Oh, my child, born to her, so born Canberra, so my child. Wow, so much attachment. Then she does all this for kindness, but with so much attachment, wow, then sometimes with anger, then there's ignorance, what can you imagine so much negative karma because of motivation. Oh, all day long, day and night, all the negative karma, all the actions. So create so much negative karma to look after me. Wow. Then as a result, then they have to suffer in the lower realms, in the samsara, high realms, lower realms for eons. For so long they have to suffer. Coming result. They suffer. Unbelievable amount of time they suffer. Wow. In the hell, in the hunger goes animals. From beginningless birth, they suffered for me. They suffered unbelievable for me. To take care of me. Oh, they don't know that. They don't have omniscience. They're not free from delusion. They're not free from subtle obscuration. So then you see whole life, with the attachment to this life. So maybe that, and then sometimes anger, the sexual delusion, fire, transition delusion, so much creating karma. Then for each negative karma, you see, result. Then you see many 100,000. So when there's suffer. Then Lord and much longer, unbelievable, even eons. So how much the sentence being suffered from me? Wow, I can't imagine from beginningless rebirth. From beginningless rebirth. Wow. So I cannot relax. Only think of my happiness and forget others. Forget the numberless sentiments, happiness, suffering. I'll forget and only think of my happiness. When I can be happy, only think of my happiness. Like mantra, like recite the mantra, I want to be moon. When I can be happy, 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 when I can be happy. All that. So I can't do that. And then, because of motivation, then you suffer all the time. All the time, if you suffer, there's so many problems. Your life goes like that. Doesn't get along this person, doesn't get along that person. You try to live with this person, doesn't get along. You try to live with this person, doesn't get along. Oh, then everybody become enemy to you. Sort of that. You become enemy to everybody. So anyway, this is the situation. This is the nature of the life in the samsara. The situation. So therefore, I have a total responsibility to free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering. To free the sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering by myself alone. From my way to repair kindness or to help. No, I'm responsible. Unbelievable. Not all that, bring them in the Buddhahood, fearless happiness. Wow, by myself alone, even that. Therefore then, then do that as quick as possible, I must achieve full enlightenment as quick as possible. For that, consider the more secret haiku initiative, okay? All that, then we can do the preparation here. Amanda. Sashi, Big Juji, Mendo, Tam, Sangashan, the Metaboa, Shanla Java, ¿Qué cosas? ¿Qué story? Oh, sorry. I think it's supposed to be to the